In this video, I want to put my favorite spot cleaner, the Bissell Pet Pro, up against the UWANT Y100 I was just gifted. Now, these are both very powerful spot cleaners, great for your car, upholstery, carpets, whatever you need to clean. They are both powered by plugging them in. They're not battery operated. They both have very similar suction with these spray handles that you'll hold down these buttons to spray. The Bissell actually sprays out the bottom and the UWANT sprays out the top right here. They both have scrubby brushes that can be swapped out. With the Bissell, you actually have to go put the other scrubby brush on, but it does have one that's designed for pet hair that you just pop in. And as you can see, this one's very dirty. I've used this one for years. And then with the UWANT, this is its standard bristle section, which is larger. And this actually is reversible. So you have both different scrub heads in one. I really, really like that. And then the tops of both of them are removable. So this is great for cleaning this top section. This is where it's sucking in all the dirt and debris, and it can collect some gross things in this section over time. So you can remove that on both of them. And then they both have self-clean functions. With the Bissell, it's actually built into it. So if it's this way, it's spraying out, and if it's on this little button on the back, that's its self-spray. So when you hold that down, it's going to be spraying inside to clean this entire cord. Whereas with the UWANT, you do need to pop this off and add this little self-spray top, and then it will do the same thing. So slightly different there. And then the tanks are definitely different. The Bissell has larger tanks, but it has two. This one is for your cleaning fluid, so water and concentrate. And then this is your dirty water tank, which as you can see, mine is quite dirty. And then with the UWANT, I really love this part of the UWANT. All the tanks are in one, so it's much easier to give this a quick clean and have it set out to air dry, which is an important piece to these. You don't normally want to leave this all closed up like I have it right now. I usually have everything kind of tipped up and all set up inside itself when not in use, so nothing just sits in there and gets gross over time. You do want to let these dry out. And while I'm talking about how disgusting this is, I do want to point out that another trick I like to use is cleaning the dirty water tanks with retainer tablets. If you have a kid that is using retainers, or you just want to get yourself a box of those, they are so good for cleaning out these tanks, water bottles, so many things. But that's a tangent, so let me get back to this tank. What's so cool about the UWANT tank is it just has a single pop on the front, and when you open it up, you will see the dirty water tank, and then the cleaning fluid tank is right here. So this is a one single piece with a nice easy handle. It is smaller, so you will need to refill the cleaning fluid and dump the tank more often if you're doing lots of spots, but for the most part, I never even get through a quarter of the cleaning fluid on this if I fill it all the way up. I'm usually doing very small amounts because these really are meant to be spot cleaners, not full upholstery, full carpet cleaners. So with that in mind, this really is a great size. And that's the real quick rundown. Let's get to testing these. For the main test, this is an old carpet square. I have dirt, Sriracha, and some chocolate powder kind of blended in here. So it's pretty gross. These are tough stains. We have the little green Pet Pro on this side and the UWANT Y100 over here. Let's turn these on and put it to the test. Now this is kind of fascinating. You will see that there is still some stain here, and that's because I forgot that I also mixed in a lime green magnesium drink in my mixture I poured onto this, and that is not coming up. So I found a stain that neither of these can handle, which is fascinating. Keep that in mind. Not all stains can be removed, but they both did a great job. As you can see, the UWANT was spraying out the front and the Bissell was spraying out the bottom, and they both have overspray from the way they sprayed. They both did excellent suction. This is just about as dry on both sides, and it took just the same amount of time on each side to get them where they're at right now. Now I could clearly scrub this more. I could probably get more of this stain up over time, but I really just wanted to see how well these did compared to each other, and they did a great job. Now this chair does not look too filthy. I'm not going for an obvious spot here, but this whole section has just built up grime over time. This is a chair used by one of my kids for gaming, so let's see how much we can get out of it. I'll do each half with each cleaner. Now I should point out that I have the exact same concentrate cleaning fluid in both of these. I have the UWANT cleaner, so I kind of sprayed with both, but the suction is exceptionally comparable. These two are doing basically the same suction. They have very similar scrub. This one has a little bit less scrub length, but it's a little bit wider, and this one's just a little more narrow, but it has a lot more scrub area. So they're both doing a really nice job, and I know this chair didn't seem as dirty, but I can tell already that it is way cleaner. It actually brought back some of the color of the chair. It is mostly gray, but it has the slightest blue hue, and I can actually see that again, which means that these really did work well on cleaning this chair. Now, when you use these, you are still going to have some moisture. That is normal. At this point, I can keep using the suction to pull up some more, which I will. And then I do recommend, especially on upholstery, to then put a towel down and do a press as well, just to get out as much moisture as possible. With carpet, you really don't have to worry about it. Most carpet is going to dry on its own just fine. But with upholstery, since there is so much depth where the moisture can go, that's something to keep in mind. But this did a great job. And final test is going to be on this outdoor cushion that has definitely seen better days. It has a lot of stains from being out all summer. Let's see how well these do. Now for the final test, I am really impressed at how well they did. It's always easier to see with outdoor furniture how good the suction is because it basically is all the way dry now, so that's really nice to see. Now most of these stains I was able to get up a good amount, but these are really bad stains as well, and they've been on this cushion for at least 6 months, so that's on me. But I think it actually was pulling up all of them. I just need to give it more time and more cleaning, and there's no way I would even have a chance of fighting stains like these without a tool like one of these. So I am really impressed with the UWANT and the Bissell. I want to reiterate that this is my favorite carpet cleaner of all time, and the UWANT is standing head to head with it. So that's really impressive. That says a lot about the UWANT, and I am quite thrilled with this cleaner. And for final disclosure, if I haven't said at the beginning, I was gifted this one. I purchased the Bissell. These are both great. I hope this video helped you make a decision.